nailed the landing. Welcome to this new episode of the No Name server. Today we're gonna build again. And you ask me, what's this? This is payment. No further explanation needed. But today we will transform the beauty of the remaining mushroom island. And in contrary to what we did on the rest of the island, this will remain a mushroom island as it used to be, except with bigger and better mushrooms, new stone features, and so much more. Before we start with the transformation of the mushroom part of the biome, we will be transforming the outer rim, the circumference of the mushroom biome. But first, let's transform this little valley. Oh. I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean and I really wanted like this piratey cove bay design that's just pure unadulterated beauty. I love this so much. It's beautiful. But as you might have seen, inside of the cave there was an opening. That's the sewer system, which spans all across the island.
I was laying back in the violet patch on a blanket, watching the pilot crash. Staying back as to douse the flames, then I drank it.
That was an incredibly quick time lapse. I hope you followed it, sort of kinda. But the sewer system has been expanded grandly. Yes, I said grandly. I don't know if it's a word, but I don't care because this is a grand sewer system. Well, it's kind of dirty, but you know, it's a sewer system. It's just nice. But the sewer system leads to here. This is under the docks. Maybe you remember this place from the world tour. It was just covered in mycelium and irregular and whatever. But this will be some kind of lab. Not in this episode, but in the future. For now, it just houses this beautiful mega smelter. And that's, well, about it. Sewer systems, not that interesting, just fun to have a little alternative way of travel. Now back to the mushroom part. this is what I call a border. So the use or the function of these trees and cliffs and paths is to distinguish a nice transition from the green lush grass to the purple mycelium. And the point is to differentiate between the two islands. The one being beautiful rolling hills, nice cliffs, sandy beaches. The other being a magical island filled with mushrooms and more. But next to the giant mushrooms, there will be more. There will be beautiful, different stone structures. Builds will be completed, and relics of the old time will be made beautiful. The goal of this is to be beautiful, not functional, not useful, just plain up, simple, relaxing beauty. Starting with the little stone patch you see over there. If you remember from the last episode, that's Stone's mine. Let's play the clip. Here we stumble upon something beautiful, a relic of the beginning of this server's days. This is one of Stone's, you remember Stone, right? This is one of Stone's old mine shafts. And let me tell you, this is just about what this guy used to do. But I've got something very beautiful for this in the works. And now, the transformation. This is just, it's a fun little build to build. It doesn't take long, but it's just something nice to explore and to honor the roots of the server. It's one of the first real mines, stone of our miner build, and if you're peeking, you can already see a little sneak peek of the mushrooms. But talking about stone, there's another member who has been active on the server. Let's give him a visit. The member I'm talking about is of course our nethery aficionado, Mr. Dollars. This guy, I visited his base about a week or two, maybe 3 ago. And then it was, a pillar standing in some lava with this beautiful contraption. It looks like up here nothing has really changed. The quartz platform is still a mess of quartz platform. Down here a target has arrived. So I've called over Mr. Dollars over to explain what is happening here. So this of course is a piglin bartering system, and the cool thing is about this is that okay, get this, the items which the piglins are bartering are getting shot onto the target, drop down into a storage system, and it's just amazing. Moving on from the beautiful shooting practice, we go down. According to Dollars, there has been a little bit of progress down here. I haven't I haven't holy okay, well, he told me he had excavated around about 100,000 blocks of netherrack. You bastard. Holy shit. Okay, now I see where they come from. So what this guy has done is incredible. He has drained a huge ass lava lake, completely transformed this. Oh, I just can't wrap my head around it. I just can't wrap my head around it. Lars, you are a madman. People, I'm speechless. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut up and let you enjoy this beauty of a base. I mean, just flying around this. Imagine flying through the nether and you come across the pillar of pillars holding up the ceiling, like the only thing to stop the roof of the nether from falling down, and then it being surrounded by this trench of lava and just leading down into this majestic, grand room. Just the vision this guy had for this build is just insane. Mr. Dollars, you are breathtaking, as is this base. It pleases me having other passionate, talentful people on this base, on this server, and living in this world. Now back to the mushrooms we go. Moving on from that insane build, we will be finally starting the construction of the mushrooms. You see the pillars. These are the markers for the red and white mushrooms. Stone corresponding to the red ones, white corresponding to the brown mushrooms. White. And this is the build palette for them. Mushroom blocks and jungle logs for the brown mushrooms, bone blocks for the stem, polished quartz, and red terracotta and red concrete for the red mushrooms. Now, with these materials on hand, it's gonna be a breeze. So, strap yourself in, go and switch around the meat in your hands, juggle it like no one has juggled meat before, and let's get into another time lapse. Go. Okay, well, the time lapse, I forgot to start it, so I've already built the first mushroom, but that just means I can show you around. So this is about the design I've gotten for it. It's pretty big, pretty large, and pretty nice. Now let's hit the time lapse. Hit it. So it's looking amazing, but it's also costing a very lot, very many blocks. I'm pretty much completely out of mushroom stems. out of quartz blocks, and even worse, out of red concrete and red terracotta. So let's go into a little mining montage.
I was laying back in the violet patch on a blanket, watching the pilot crash. Staying back as to douse the flames, then I drank it.
Wine flowing out of the Thames.
Cold flames from the top of the cliff. I knocked into Bo, who was rocking a riff. Light beams coming out of my eyes.
Why?
Height screams drumming up a surprise when the clock struck 12. I was delving in that realm when the clock struck 12. Delving in that realm, you can swim in the woods, jog on a lake, bounce off a spike, or fly on a snake. Cause the earth and the sky to break. Wait, everything is fake. You can bump height and wire loud, or keep your arms folded and fire loud. Now I'm out diving off the ledge for
You.
the pearls.
Mushroom stem block are terrible. So these blocks, easy to get, fairly, doesn't take much time. But these 7 stacks of mushroom stem blocks took me so incredibly long. So with this little contraption, I have been farming them. You have one mycelium block to place them on, and what you do is you grab yourself a red mushroom block, some bone meal, spam it, and then you get yourself a mushroom. The glass on top stops it from growing out of my reach, and then you just go ahead and swing your axe like a madman. But some of you might already see the problem with this and why it's taking so long. I have 2 mushroom stems in my inventory and 2 in the hopper. And well, the amount of red mushroom blocks is slightly insane. Because of the minimal amount of stems given in one such mushroom, it takes a long time. Continue. Okay, the mushrooms are looking insane. Better than I imagined. Really, this is just amazing. But now there will be stone features. And for this being a completely different biome to the rest of the island, I thought, you know what, this can't have normal stone, at least part of it. So we're gonna build with redstone. No, not the technical kind, the red kind. They're both red, I don't care. So there will be small cliffs, as you're used for me. Have you seen a pattern? I like cliffs, you know. But to mix up the granite, we'll put in some clay. And for beaches, we'll use red sand and red sandstone, stairs, slabs, and full blocks. I hope it matches the mushrooms and everything else in this biome. From last episode, you know, I like to build up a little visual guide before I start building stone structures. This will be a twin peak spike design. The cliff you have already seen. Here I excavated loads of mycelium for a nice stony beach site. Some sort of V shape. I don't really know what it will be yet, but it will be very nice. And lastly, just to finish it off, we will build in a little small cliff right here. And this is a spot reserved for our friend Lars to build something as payment. Just as you've seen in the beginning of the video. Now I know most of the island will be covered in red colored stone. This is already grey and I do not plan on removing it. It just looks nice. I don't plan on making it red, although it could look cool, but maybe another time. For now, just leave it be. Enjoy the time lapse. What a beauty of an episode this has been. Just the amount of time it has taken me to make this, the amount of building that has gone into this episode is just insane. And the nice part is the whole mycelium biome isn't even finished. There need to be parts, loads more details have to be added. But this has been it for this episode. I hope everyone has enjoyed. I hope you might have learned something. Maybe biological from the mushrooms. Maybe from redstone. Maybe you've learned something about the hellscape of the Minecraft world in which Mr. Dollars has built his insane base. As I said, this was a beautiful episode to make. It's by far the longest episode I ever made. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really liked the outcome of the red cliffs and the orange red sandy beach. Compare those to the rest of the island and you've got something truly unique. Just how everything has come out. Oh, I'm in love. The Twin Peaks I was kind of skeptical of, but now they just look plain up amazing. So I truly hope that these 25 minutes were time spent well and wisely. And as always, grab yourself a cookie, have a nice day, enjoy your life, because more is on the way. Goodbye.